Hey guys, it's Gina, and we are here to do our Weight Watcher Weekly. There we go. There it is. There she is. Yeah, that's goofy. Okay, straight up plug for the thumbnail. We did go over the weekly as far as in a roundabout way, but to say that she just went through and read the weekly, that didn't happen. And I didn't read it either, so we're going to read it together today. So basically it's let it go. Let it go, let it go. Oh. I don't know those words either. You can't hold it back anymore. Yeah, I don't know. Is that how that song goes? Here I stand. Oh, I'm gonna quit. I don't know the song, although I love the movie. So it says, let it go. How to address and release emotions without eating. So we talked a lot about emotions in the meeting today. And it was, there was a lot of good talk. I got 2 bravos today for sharing. And one of them was, we were talking about our awe moment. I'll start with that. And of course I shared that I got my brand new grandbaby, and that was an awe moment. You know, they're just brand new, fresh, newborn babies once. And that is for me and probably most people an awe moment. I mean, they're just beautiful and fresh and precious. And you know, that only lasts for the day, and then they're still newborns and they're growing and they're learning, but that one moment of perfect, just new to the world, not a problem or care in the world moment. I love that. So that was my first bravo. And then my second one was sharing one of my thoughts on something that she talked about. We'll talk about that in a bit. So the first page in the weekly says, let it go. Do your feelings sometimes lead you to food? Well, we talked about many of the feelings that lead you to food, and many of the emotions, whether they be good or bad. You know, there's just countless things that lead us to food as people that have weight problems. Have you ever been so sad or happy or stressed or angry that your immediate reaction was to reach for something to eat? Whether or not you're physically hungry? Well, absolutely. I mean, I don't know anyone who has not done that. That's emotional eating. And, you know, we know that. They're not really telling us anything new there. But then it says, but once you can identify what emotion or emotions triggers that response for you, you'll be better able to let it go. How it helps. Emotional eating can come between you and your weight loss goals. In fact, between 35 and 60% of people who struggle with their weight say that they frequently turn to food when emotions run high. And it can become a habit, which was what my response was. She was saying, when you go to the refrigerator, just mindlessly head into the refrigerator and you're not even hungry. What are some of the reasons that you do that? And a lot of people said anger, and a couple people said happiness, you know, that they run to the kitchen to reward themselves. I go out of habit. I talked about how every single night, basically for 30 years, we have a bowl of ice cream in the evening, and we've given that up. Maybe every now and then we'll have something versus it's just a habit that we have a bowl of ice cream every night. So that I got my second bravo for, you know, sharing that. And we talked a little bit more, but in a nutshell, that's what it was about. If you turn to food every time you feel specific emotion, the two become paired. But while eating may provide temporary relief, you miss the opportunity to learn that you can handle the emotion without eating. I mean, for you, I don't think that's something that I ever even thought to separate until recently. And that the urge will pass. The good news, just like any other habit, the food mood connection can be broken. You can form new, healthy habits in its place. And then the next page talks about what to do to let it go. And it gives you 4 or 5 different little options there that you can do to let it go. So basically, we just talked about each emotion that everyone came up with, and how emotional eating can just completely derail you. So it's better to identify what you're upset about, why you're eating, or even happy about. I'm hurt, so I'm going to eat. I'm so mad, I'm going to eat the whole pizza. You know what I mean? Things like that. So identify the emotion, the feeling, which is not you. You can't say, what they talked about was not saying, I'm angry, I'm going to eat this. And I know most people talk like that. But to say, I feel anger. Why am I feeling that? And see if you can identify the reason and turn to something else to solve that problem versus lashing out because you're so mad or so hurt or so angry or so this or that, and just what we've all done, turn to food. So identifying it is key into understanding that we can do something else other than just eat ourselves into oblivion. So the next page is the inspiration from the community, where you have the little note from Oprah and the little note from A Leader. I don't normally read those. The next page is the recipe, which is black and white summer bean salad. I don't know if I'm thrilled with it, but there's the recipe if you want it. And then looks like we have a coupon for a smart one. $2 off. Oh, any 7 smart ones. So that was the weekly. It was all about just let it go. Let it roll off your back, move forward, do something else. And then this was our addition to our summer vision board. This week was nurture. So we've had create, share, explore, and nurture. There's my vision board. And my weight. I was so emotionally ecstatic this morning. This is a perfect example. I got up and I had broken the barrier, and I was in a new decade. By over a pound. 1.3 pounds below it was 238.7. And when I got there today, I had only lost 4 ounces. So it just irritated me. So I've lost 13.4 pounds as far as Weight Watchers is concerned. And here it is. Along with my double Bravos. So it's a loss. I'm grateful for it. To all of you who read my little video this morning and prayed for Julie, I so appreciate you stepping up for me that way. And she went through cataract surgery today, so If you follow her, you'll get probably an update in the next few days from her. If you don't follow her and you like that I share videos on Weight Watchers Smart Points, you'll know that Julie is already through the process and is now on Lifetime and actually works for Weight Watchers now. So again, her channel is Living Large on Lifetime, and you can find her over on that, Living Large on Lifetime. Her name is Julie. So I appreciate y'all taking that time to pray for Julie. However, not one of you really said I would prefer this or that in regards to my videos. So I'm going to leave them at Wednesday weigh-ins and all the other days of the week, my what I ate in a days. And so you are seeing this on Wednesday, even though it happened on Tuesday. And we're going to go see my little baby here in a little while. And I've only actually got to see her the first day she was born. So I haven't seen her Sunday or Monday, and now it is Tuesday. Grammy's missing her. And Grammy missing her big little baby too. And her bigger little babies. It's time to go visit because it's been 2 days. And so I am going to close out this vlog, maybe inserting a photo or two at the end of my little critters. Is she crying? What are you going to do with that? You're going to take care of her when she cries? You are? What you going to do? Oh, that's right. And I will catch you on Thursday for my what I ate in a day, and I will be back. God bless.